Yo, did you see that episode? I don't even remember what the show was. Joe Budden was on there with some trans chick. And I think it comes on either like E or Bravo. I think it was Marriage Boot Camp or something like that. And there was a trans chick on there, whatever. But she was like one of the ones that are like fully transition. Like she's had
reassigned.
Yeah. So she's done it all. And so I think if I remember correctly, they were having a conversation and basically they were like, oh, so what do you think of these people? And he was like, oh yeah, no, she's pretty. This person's pretty. And they were like, yeah, you know, she's whatever. And he was like, nah, get out of here. Comes to find out. So he just pretty much straight up asked her like, so, you know, you're trans or whatever. She's like, yeah, you know, so he's like, did you like have the surgery or whatever? And she's like, yeah. But then it was just like, but why does that matter? And everybody's at the table like, you know, it shouldn't matter if she had the surgery or not. And he was kind of sitting there like, well, you want to be a woman. So if you want to be a woman, why wouldn't you go all the way? I'm just asking. Oh, why are you asking questions like that? And it's like, it's a common question. It's like it's a follow-up question. And in my mind, I just look at regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this earth 30-something years. You know what I'm saying? I've seen men, most dudes that I've seen, like 100% of them, pretty much look like me. Most women I've seen, like 100% of them, kind of all look the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I don't know. There's just certain things that just stand out that just seem to be different in these two, let's just call them humans, people. You know what I'm saying? Things just kind of seem to go one way or the other. And then here come, you know, this group of people, and it's just like, yo, those things don't matter. They don't actually make up what you are. And, you know, this is the new standard. And it's just like, nigga, we've all been in a mall before. I've seen clothes. And I see that the clothes that niggas wear don't really fit the female body the same way. And the clothes that women wear don't really seem to fit a nigga body. So I'm just not understanding how it's like, oh, well, we can wear anything. What is with all this? Oh, we're all humans and we're all people. There's no such thing as whatever. It's like, where is the requirement or the standard for just like order? Like, it's just like, it ain't, oh, we don't live by this. Like, all right, well, let me ask you this question. Well, do you know that if a woman or a man has a gender reassignment surgery, they got to dilate themselves for the rest of their lives? And by dilate, I mean, once they get, you know, the vaginal hole and all that other stuff, they have to stick a tube inside of them every week, or else, you know what will happen? The hole will heal and close.
You just taught me something. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, I can actually send you the video in which I watched to learn these things. Because I'm doing my...
You better educate yourself, bro.
Please send it to the thread, because I want to...
Look, I tell folks all the time, my questions come from real places. I've watched the surgeries. I've watched people talk about it. I try to be real. But when people get on TV or on YouTube or whatever, and they say stuff like, oh, well, being a woman doesn't mean this, or I'm not a woman, and it bothers me. Because it's just like, yo, what you're saying doesn't make sense. Y'all want to say whatever it is you want to say, and you want to call me whatever you want to call me. I don't even argue with it. I let you do it. But then as soon as I start asking my questions, which I feel are educated and informed, and the obvious question, like me asking you, well, are you going to have a reassignment surgery? And your response to that is, well, I don't feel like you should ask me that, or why are you asking me that, or why does it matter? Like, nigga, it kind of matters. Like, have you ever seen a restroom? Like, hello, there's literally no urinals in a woman's restroom. So it kind of matters.
Well, now they have the bathroom. Who was it? It was Blueface. Somebody was
I don't
here.
watch anything that has to do with...
No, it wasn't him. It was somebody. Then Ellie Chopper. I forgot who it was. They were in...
Oh, a gender neutral bathroom.
In a New York City restaurant. And like, he was amazed. He was like, yo, I'm up here and there's men and women in the same bathroom. He was so like astonished because in the South, it's not.
Because if you look at the video, like people were in there looking around like yeah, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like nigga, I don't want to be in the bathroom with women. Unless, you know.
He's like, unless
I'm with my woman. So, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways.
I get it.
But again, it makes no sense.
I'm just saying. If I wasn't married, and because my sister had sent us a picture of a friend that was a trans woman, and if I was a man and I met her, I would not know that she was born a male.
Well, that's because you don't have the eyes of a man.
But see, the thing is, if I was a woman, I mean, if I wasn't with my husband and I met a man and I didn't know that he was originally a woman, I would want to know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would want to know, because why are you taking away my choice to deal? If I want to deal with that, let me have my choice, and it's okay. I'm not saying you can't do whatever you want, but don't take away my choice from me.
And just because I want to know that doesn't mean I'm transphobic.
Right.
That just means I want to know.
Like, just in case, what if I say, oh, I want to have kids?
Right.
What if I say, oh, all of these things? You have to know that.
I just think asking the question does not mean that you're transphobic. And I do understand that there are a lot of there's violence against the trans community, unnecessary violence against the trans community. Correct. And that is horrible, and it's unacceptable.
We stand with you on that, for sure.
Definitely. Clearly, it shouldn't be either way.
I think even you sent that post the other day that said if a person, or I think somebody said if a man is attracted to a trans woman.
Oh yeah, I sent that.
They're not gay. Chick. Yeah, I saw that a while back too. Yeah, she was on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, but she still doesn't have. She didn't get the surgery. She didn't get the surgery.
But then that's the thing. Like, I don't understand. Like,
and that's just the thing. So are you trans?
Because if you're gonna do it all the way.
Well, but they'll say that the surgery is expensive.
But you got enough
to get
this,
afford it. So
if that's the case, then
regular women unnatural, or there's nothing
then
natural
don't call
about
me
this.
Unnatural.
like if you watch that surgery, listening to them people talk about what's natural and what's not natural.
That video.
You watch that surgery, yo.
Yeah, send us the video, please.
The way they like take apart the penis to create the clit and all this extra stuff, like they shred that thing into pieces.
Oh,
and you watched it?
I was learning something.
You better learn, Noe. I like that.
Like, if you watch it, it's literally just, you sit there and be like, yo, this is natural to you. Like, this is, I don't know, man. It's just one of them things where I can't understand the logic and the thinking behind it. When I watched The Best Man, I'm sorry, and I keep going back to that movie because that's the last thing, and I thought it just drove home the point. And as I watched it, I remember after I watched, I had to go outside and sit in my car because I was just like, yo, that was a lot.
Come on, Lex.
It was a lot. It was just, niggas was doing, I don't want to say they was doing too much, but it was just like, yo, it just seemed like the future of the world is just in jeopardy, not because of the people, but because of the mentality. Like, you're not actually listening to the words that you're saying and how much it doesn't actually make sense. But because you give a name to something, everybody runs with it. Because I can
honestly see one of the things that I agree with the Republicans on.
like I'm just everything is it's like, oh well, it's I'm gender fluid and gender this and I'm this and I do this and it's like so nigga, it's a free for all is what it sounds like to me. Like there's just I don't know. That joint is weird. Like
there was one video on Instagram. I guess the guy was outside interviewing people, and he was interviewing a trans woman, and she was just like, yeah, because it's a feeling. So he was just like, so what is a cat? And she explains what a cat was. So he's like, you know what? I feel like a cat today. And she was like, that's not possible. He was just like, why not? Why not? I feel like a cat. That's what you're saying.
Trans animal.
Yo, like if you can give me legit reasons, like just reasons that make sense, like this is why, because it's even if you said, look, there's a genetic complex in the mind that creates this thing, and the more that there's exposure to it, which is going to keep happening with social media, the more that part of your brain will develop, which will lead to other things. Fine.
And scientifically will change.
You know what I'm saying? I would get that. But when you tell me something like, well, you know, I just woke up feeling a little softer. And then, you know, yesterday I woke up, I wanted to play football. So I was feeling real like tough. But, you know, I just can't figure out how I feel on certain days. So
that's called manifestation.
I'm just going to be a man one day, I'm going to be a woman another day, and I'm just going to do whatever. And I'm just like, what? Like, you're just going to do what? So you don't actually want to figure what's going on with you? You just going to run with it? Yeah, I'm just going to call myself them and they.
Like, I know they as multiple people.
And that's my thing. So what you're saying is you're multiple people. So
well, the dangerous thing about feelings is that they change.
Every single day.
And if you continue to go down the feeling lane and you make
laws based on feelings and all types of other stuff based on feelings
and permanent changes to your physical makeup based on feelings.
Now, let's not get it twisted. I want these people to be happy. Like, I want you to live your best life. I want you to do whatever the case may be. Really, what I want is for you to not even just me personally, because it's not like you're doing anything to me, but people in general. Leave the part of the public that's not bothering you out of it.
Right.
Like, yeah, nigga, go figure out what you are and stop telling me what I am. Did you see the
especially children, the children that are in elementary school and all this pronouns. I went 40 plus years without a pronoun and I'm fine.
For the record, my pronouns are he and him. So just wanted to throw that out there.
He got it next to his LinkedIn.
But okay, tell me if I'm bugging. And yes, we're going back to the best man here.
Oh. No, I'm about to
this man is looking for his son, right?
Right. Yo,
and a concerned parent is looking for their child. And this man is sitting down and he says, hey, you know, LJ, you know, me and my son had an argument and, you know, I'm very concerned. I need to make sure he's okay. Whatever. Clearly, this nigga does not care in this moment about anything else other than the safety of his kid. And this nigga is in here talking about, I don't know who he is.
Oh, he didn't say that. He was just like, who you referring to?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who's he? Well, I don't have to hide in my house. Nigga, what? I don't have to hide in my house. Oh, I don't know who he is. Oh, well, they might be here. Is that what we like? That's how we're doing this? That's how, nigga.
I felt the same way. I was like, I would have yoked his ass up if somebody. I'm trying to find my child.
Like that wasn't the time.
That wasn't the time or place.
The man said, "I'm looking for my son."
Moment.
And he's just like, and this dude is like,
teach him, but just wait till we find him or them. You know, wait
the tsunami is about to come. The tsunami is literally about to overtake us, and you about to give me a lesson in pronouns.
If you don't get your ass out of my face.
I think for me, because I just I'm gonna respect that, whatever they needed me to say. I just need to learn how to put it in a sentence. So
instead of saying she or he or him or her, what you say is they or them. I met them at the store. I'm going to meet them.
So like if I say, where is Kaya?
Right.
You say
they are at Shauna's house.
Okay. That is multiple people. Because if I'm reading that and I don't know,
do you hear how stupid that shit sounds?
Right. That's like if
I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help.
Lesson, I appreciate that.
On your book report. If I'm reading this,
I'm just trying to help.
And I see, they went. I'm like, there's multiple people. Who was around?
Like, how are you going to teach kids? People don't understand. The English language is rather difficult to learn.
It is. Now
you add this stuff into books and whatever.
Yeah.
Like, kids in the future are going to have a hard time learning this stuff. And differentiating it like...
But boom, check it. Trans, like Keish, like you said, trans have been around for a long time. But even in the grand scope of things, obviously the LGBTQ community has been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
But the hetero community is the majority of the world population.
True.
There wouldn't be 7 billion of us if there wasn't.
Yeah. So the trans community is a small sect of the population.
Minority.
But now that community is now the one that is dictating
because they are it's usually the loudest voice is what you hear. So when someone is making the most noise, that's
they're offended. They're offended by everything. They're offended by every terminology.
All the other alphabet folks is chilling.
Except for Beyonce's performance in Dubai.
But that's LGBTQ, for me, that's another thing. Like
they were offended by Beyonce's performance in Dubai.
I missed that whole thing. They were offended. What did she do?
Because they were mad because she performed in Dubai.
Isn't as
they're not inclusive to the LGBTQ.
So they were upset. But let's be honest. If and I'll say this to Keish.
And they paid Beyonce $24
million for that 1 hour.
So Keish, if they told you that they need a nurse over in Dubai for $24 million, Keish is up out of here. Nobody is saying no to $24 million. I'm
gonna tell y'all, Dubai.
I don't care.
Be like, hold on, let me get my stethoscope. Hold on.
Dubai could have told me they hated all 4 of y'all niggas. Fuck y'all. I'm going to get my money. I'll bring some back for you.
But they said that she's rich, so why does she need to go? But here's the thing. She is trying to build for her children and her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren. That is what you are supposed to do. But because
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Because what if, let's say, okay, let me see. Let me pick a star.
She shouldn't perform nowhere in America because
exactly
of their treatment of Black people. Of their treatment of Black people. If you can't perform places because of their treatment of certain people,
she won't be in Florida. She won't be in Texas, where she's from. It's like, stop it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. It's just, it's, there needs to be a what do you call a town hall meeting. There needs to be some forms of discussion. There probably has been already. I'm not in the loop of that. But there needs to be something, because the energy that is being produced is getting stronger and stronger, to the point where people, like in Kai's situation, where it seems like her conditions, all the things that you mentioned about yourself, is being like balled up into like a piece of garbage and thrown away in like a piece of paper and thrown in the garbage. And it's like, how do we have a balance where we don't get eliminated?
That's what I'm saying. It feels like we're being eliminated.
And I'm not even trying to complain and be like, oh, I'm the victim.
No,
because I'm not trying to complain about my what I've gone through, but I'm just like, yo, see me. I'm a person. I'm over here. I've gone through stuff too, and I'm proud to wear this woman badge. Like I earned the right to wear this woman badge. I wear it loud and proud. So don't try to take it from me. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
And that needs to be discussed. They need to understand. Right. I think what's happening is they're not hearing our war stories to understand why we're feeling the way we're feeling. And so that's why there needs to be a sit-down discussion with the heads of their squad and our squad, and just come together in kumbaya. But unfortunately, like, you got people like, huh?
No, my thing was, it's just like, how you want to be us, but don't appreciate us.
And that's a dope line.
Like, how do you want to be us so badly, but you don't appreciate?
I like that.
The issue.
You sum everything up. That's one of the
these worship hands, Kaya.
I felt the anointing.
It's giving elevation worship.
Glory.
I like that.
Like, I feel a real Hillsong-ish.
Thinking about it, like you want to be us so badly, but then
appreciate.
And that's where the issue will always, that's why.
That was a word. That was a revelation.
Ooh.
That was a revelation.
Like, just thinking about it, it's just like, come on, stop it. Stop, please. Because I know what the doctors and stuff tell me.
Hey, come on now.
So
listen, I don't want to be white, even though I be joking saying, I'll be trans. I don't want to be white. I don't want to be Asian. I don't want to be nothing else. A Black woman is who I want to be. I'm loud and proud about being a Black woman.
I think there needs to be a skit so that it can be shown how we feel, and I'm formulating in my mind right now. Like, say we as Black people, like some of us started saying, you know what, I'm Asian, and so then we start snatching from the Asian community, like, you know what, we don't want no more soy sauce with the noodles. We want some hot sauce on it. We start fucking up the culture and start.
No, you got to put barbecue sauce. You gotta put barbecue sauce with this now.
Barbecue. Fuck all that teriyaki shit and all that. We come in and just move shit out the way. Fuck your culture.
Exactly.
We start remixing everything. And
instead of broccoli, we're gonna do collard greens. How about that?
Until everyone.
They'll be pissed. Like, you better go back and sit down over there.
Until everyone sees that just because I don't agree doesn't mean that it's hate or it's phobic or, everybody has their own path. Everybody has their don't journey. Yours is yours and mine is mine. Until we accept that,
I agree.
I accept it. I'm good on my journey.
I mean, we as a whole.
We know, Noe.
I'm just saying, I'm good on the journey.
As humans.
Just don't bother,
You know what?
Don't bother
And
people like
people.
Beyonce about performing. Don't bother Aretha Franklin. Don't bother other people, and we can be good.
I think that's a good idea, Keish.
Yeah. We should have a skit done so they can
Go remix all Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it to us.
Yeah.
Got me a Cadillac. Got me a Cadillac.
Car. Oh, I've got me. Yep. So what's the moral of the story here, guys?
Child.
Wait. What's that line you said? EVE?
How do you want to be us but don't appreciate us? That's it. That's the moral.
That's a Hillsong moment.
You're right. That's very elevation. Elevation worship.
Amen. Amen.
Everybody say
amen. Amen. Amen.
This. I hate it. I hate your guts.
Really.
That's so dumb.
Oh, my final takeaway is please refer to me as he or him.
Please refer me as Rich.
I am not black. I'm dark skin white.
And you better call me that too.
I love that tan, Noe.
Took 30 years to get it.
The texture of his beard and all.
It's time to end. It's time to end.
It really is. I didn't.
Yo, that'd be dope.
Boy, dude.
Dark skin white. I'm gonna start using that one.
What, you dark skin white?
Put that in the application. You have other. I'm gonna put dark skin white.
And they better not say nothing either.
anyone else?
Leave the kids out of this, man. Like, I be seeing that joint in cartoons and stuff now. And I think that's also what's going to cause us to grow, like, exponentially over the years. Because now it's like it forces kids to make decisions of a sexual nature when they're like 5. When you have no life experience to go with the things that you're trying to figure out.
Yeah. Because God knows when I was that age, I did not think about that stuff.
And lastly, get your own damn superheroes. Niggas had the Joker getting pregnant and Batman, and they trying to turn Superman. Niggas is doing too much now, man. Get your own damn superheroes. In the new comics that came out, it's a curse on the Joker that he's pregnant now or something like that. Niggas is doing too much, man. Get your own stuff.
Yeah, oh my God.
Wow.
Okay.
He and him, please and thank you.
I keep saying I got a book report. I won't end.
Everybody said they piece?
I think so.
Like I said. Home, 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 home. Listen, I am glad that we're able to voice our opinions in a loving but honest way. And hopefully, we can have some guests on the show that are trans women to have an honest dialogue with you guys about how we feel, because obviously we're coming from a place of genuine thought and honesty, and we've been through some things. This a life for us ain't been no crystal stair. Every Maya Angelou poem and Zora Neale Hurston is all of us wrapped into a bow. Those are women. I want to thank my family. We
looked up too.
Noe, she, Evie, her, Shauna Dawn, and she, Kish, Keish. I am her, Kaya, and together we are they. And we are we. A family. Between family, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and put it in the comments, because I know you're going to have some.
Please comment.
We want to know what you have to think.
Good or bad, please comment.
Yeah, let us know what you have to say.
Word.
Let's have some open dialogue, okay?
Please refer to me as he or him in the comments. Thank you. Or by my first name.
Until next time, go in love.